Hi, I'm David Fries with Unruh, Burke, Fries. I work with a number of lawyers and a great team in the trust, estates, and wealth preservation section of the firm. Thank you for joining us. I'm here today with Whitney O'Reilly, who's one of the trust estates planning attorneys in the firm. Welcome, Whit.
Welcome.
Today, Whitney's going to talk to you a little bit about some information that's important for new moms, dads, and for parents. Now, we can't be exhaustive about the things that you should have in your estate plan, but Whitney, I'd like to talk to you about what are a few of the documents that any well-constructed estate plan should have for a new mom and dad, because a lot of times people are thinking maybe I'll just go online, I'll pull off a will, I'll fill in some blanks, but that's probably not what a new mom and dad needs. What else should they have?
Well, any new parent should have a comprehensive estate plan, and what that includes is a last will and testament, a medical power of attorney, a financial power of attorney, and a living will.
And let's talk a little bit about what each of those documents do and maybe what should be in them. Now, we're also not mentioning that many people will have irrevocable trusts or revocable living trusts. You will want to talk to your lawyer about what the difference is and why you might want one of those. But let's talk about a new parent's will. What are some of the things that are really important for either a new mom and dad or even the parent of a teen to have in their documents?
Well, a few of the provisions that are very important for a new parent are a guardianship provision. And basically this is where you can appoint someone to act for you if you and your husband or you and your partner are unable to take care of your minor children. Another clause in the last will and testament that is very important if you have children is a minor's provision or a trust underneath your will that says what happens and when with your inheritance to your children.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. So, for example, if I have a 4-year-old, they're too young to inherit money. So what you're talking about is a clause that's going to appoint someone else, either as a custodian or a trustee, to manage the money and to make decisions about when the child gets it?
Exactly. We don't want a child at a young age receiving a large inheritance. This is a way to set up a plan so that they receive certain amounts at certain times, or at least don't receive all of it at once, and maybe have some financial guidance.
Excellent. Now let's also talk about why would someone do a medical power of attorney as a new mom or new dad? I mean, they're married. Doesn't the other party or partner just get to, or the spouse get to make all the decisions for them?
Well, that's a great question, and one a lot of people ask us. They say, well, I just want a will. I don't need all these other peripheral documents. But what's really important is that we don't know what's going to happen in the future, and you could be incapacitated. You could get into a car accident. You and your spouse or you and your partner could both be incapacitated, and who do you have to make those decisions for you? Whether it's medical decisions with a medical power of attorney, who's going to decide what happens to you when you're in the hospital, what rehabilitation center you can go to? Financially, who's going to be able to pay your bills for you if you're unable to do it? These are the kind of documents that'll do that.
And as your children get older, it's important to say who can, if you and your spouse can't, who can pay those educational expenses when kids are going to college and things like that, who can make decisions about when they get money. So again, we had a short time with you today. We can't discuss all the intricacies of this, but we want to give you some ideas to be thinking about before you go and see a trust and estates planning attorney. But it's vital as new parents that you consider it and that you get it done. Thanks for joining us. Whit, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.